Hello, this is Kitty Anderson. I'm a board certified menopause coach, coaching since 2017. Light therapy has proven benefits. I'm going to talk about the science and my experience. I'm trying to figure out if I actually can throw away my glasses. I'm going to talk about eyesight improvement at the beginning of the video, and then I'll give you some more background on light therapy at the end. There are so many benefits. I really hope you're able to try this new type of therapy. I'm feeling ecstatic in 2024 because I really don't need to wear glasses very much. I've just turned 67 years old and I've used HRT for 17 years. So this is really quick. Something I'm so excited about. So red light therapy is shown to change your prescription and enhance your eye health. And this is something that I had an experience with in 2024. So I wanted to explain a little bit about what happened. Shockingly, I went to a optometry appointment in February of 2024, and I had had COVID in November and was still have some lingering symptoms, and I didn't start my COVID treatments until March of 2024, and I didn't start the light therapy until May of 2024. But I went back to the optometrist in August of 2024, and I have to change my glasses because my eyesight improved. And I want to show you the actual receipts, the actual doctor's evaluation, so that you can see I totally lost my distance prescription. So it's going to be plain. This is the old glasses. So it's going to be plain so that I can go without glasses for driving, for TV, for pretty much everything except reading. And then my reading prescription, you can see kind of here, is going from a +7.5 to a 0.25. So it's almost gone. And then the dry eye disease that she diagnosed in February is now completely gone. She's done a full evaluation of my eyesight, and so things got better. I just wanted to add this to the light therapy video so that you can see that things get better. Things get better. So here's the improvements using the Platinum LED Biomax. Now this has 7 different wavelengths, all doing a little bit different things. But as you can see in this next slide, it penetrates deeper than just 2 red lights. So it goes deeper into the eye, to the back of the eye. Now, of course, I'm doing many menopause therapies, just like I recommend to all clients, optimizing HRT, nutrition supplements, anti-inflammatories, and movement. We've added to this COVID recoveries. So this doctor was highly negative. She said, your eyes are getting worse. You need eye surgery in a few years. You have dry eye disease. You have to change your mascara. You need these stinging prescription eye drops. Very expensive, oddly. You need to come back and see me in 6 months. Now here's the details. This is another example of how doctors work in silos. They're only thinking about your eyes and what they can prescribe for your eyes. They're not looking at this holistically. They're not looking at your whole body. So the top cutout here is my old prescription, a +7.5 and a +1. And my new prescription's on the bottom, and it reduced my need for glasses. My near sight is a 0.25, and I don't have a distance prescription. She also said the dry eye disease was reversed. I'll put a link to the research of Alex Fergus and his YouTube channel, and it does say that dry eyes can be reversed. This is how I used the panel. Here's the full receipts that includes the printout dates and gives you a little bit of context. I've always been on the AIP diet, and I have added immunotherapy with Ty Vincent. I'm doing the FLCCC long COVID protocol, and I've optimized my HRT. So this is a context for you to understand. I'm also incredibly happy with the bundle of anti-inflammatories that I've been using since March of 2024. So I could really feel a difference in inflammation with all of these things added. They work on different pathways, so they're solving different problems. Things happen. I am using a full body panel. I'm going to go into the detail here so that you can actually reproduce these results if this is something that you want to do. Light therapy is recommended for long COVID. If you have any lingering COVID symptoms, or if you're hospitalized with COVID, they actually make a light therapy vest, and those people spend less time in the hospital than COVID patients without a light therapy vest. Here's an example of a COVID-infected lung on the left before light therapy, and how clear it is on the right after light therapy. This has been proven. So I want you to know light therapy exists. I think it's going to be the standard for anti-aging, the standard, because it puts energy into your tissues all over your body, all over your body. So you're going to have improvements everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. So I'm just going to tack this little piece onto my previous light therapy video so you don't lose any of that. I'm going to insert some more detail because I've gone into deep research on light therapy devices. And in fact, I'm using another one called V-Light, and I'll talk to you about that in the slideshow. But anyway, happy days, happy days. This video includes many excerpts from my ebook, Advanced Menopause Therapies. This is important for persistent fatigue, brain fog, histamine issues, autoimmune, and post-COVID and post-vaccination. I've written 35 ebooks as research summaries. Email jumpstartaip@gmail.com. This is what you want in your life. You want to have good mental health. You want to have good cognitive health. You want to have good physical health, and you want to have good sexual health. And this is all a balancing act. I get emails every day from women who are struggling, and they really are not connecting the mental health to the physical health. So I just wanted to share a little bit of a few things that I learned this week about light therapy. So there's an expert in light therapy, Huberman of the Huberman Lab, and Huberman is from Stanford University, and he has a great podcast. He says near-infrared therapy penetrates the skull, enhancing brain health. I thought this was fascinating, and I went on to experiment. And he gave me all kinds of insights to my light therapy exposures and what they're doing to my life. Originally, I was just doing it for sleep. They were underdosing my estradiol. They were underdosing my testosterone, all important for the sleep center of the brain. They were severely underdosing my progesterone. And I didn't realize that the light therapy was making up a lot of those hormones, including melatonin. So it was actually stimulating hormones in my body. It does not replace the HRT. It does not replace nutrition. It can't replace nutrition. It does not replace exercise. But I would say that I have since learned that this is very, very valuable for my health. You might be thinking, Kitty, this is crazy. This is unnatural. Why are you adding light therapy? Well, this image reminds us of all the dramatic changes through the menopause transition. It is not a time for health for the brain. The red cells here are healthy, active, high energy brain cells. And over time, we lose that activity.
The most important thing that I learned that was just cosmic, it was really shocking, is that the way I have it set up is kind of around my head and as well as my full body. I have the whole panels. I have lots of panels, and I have it here in Texas and I have it in Ohio. I have it in both places. So that's how critical it is to me that I've invested in this. But what I learned from Huberman was, number one, there are so many benefits to light therapy that it would take hours to discuss it. And I was like, yeah, I've heard little bits and pieces here and there, but you know what? I can feel it. I can feel a difference. So
let's not forget that light therapy could be critical for everyone. COVID-19 causes brain inflammation and complications. If you're having trouble with remembering words, it's very likely you've had a negative brain impact from COVID-19.
the other thing that he said that just shocked me was that it actually penetrates the skull and moves, the light rays can move around in the brain. So you're actually stimulating brain tissue. And whenever you do stimulate brain tissue, you improve brain health, you improve cognitive health, you improve mental health. So I feel it. I've always felt it. You'll feel a boost. This is definitely something you can invest in.
One study showed a 66% increase in brain energy. This was a small study, but they only had 5 20-minute treatments, and they could evaluate the brain before and after for the value of energy. None of these people had a brain diagnosis, but they were experiencing better cognitive health. Another study showed amyloid plaques, or Alzheimer's plaques, very dense on the left-hand side, and after near infrared of 1068 to 1072, a significant, visibly noticeable reduction in beta amyloid plaque. Because the light is actually adding energy to the cell, it has boosting antioxidants, which is anti-cancer, anti-autoimmune, anti-infective, anti-aging. It prevents tissue damage and repairs tissues, works on cardiovascular disease and diabetes. It repairs cataracts, and it can relieve severe fatigue issues of long COVID, ME/CFS, mono, and fibro. It's therapies like these that keep me dancing in the streets, having fun, and exercising every day. Here's another product called V-Light, which has 2 settings, and it's used by Apollo Health for cognitive decline recovery in 2023. And Apollo Health has an 84% recovery rate from mild cognitive impairment. It's a full program that includes diet, exercise, hormones, and light therapy. You can always learn more through coaching. Email jumpstartaip@gmail.com. I'm actually recommending light therapy for anybody with brain fog at menopause. It's highly unlikely that HRT alone is going to solve this particular problem. Nutrition changes are also necessary. I feel a difference in the first 2 minutes that I use my products. Their study reduced brain inflammatory markers by 30 to 70% in only 90-second exposures. That is how powerful it is.
So it's really exciting for me to find out something I've used since 2017 is oh so useful for my brain, not for all the other things that I was feeling. Yes, I was doing it for all kinds of other reasons, and it did lower my autoantibodies of my autoimmune disease. And when the autoantibodies go down, your symptoms go down. So this is not really what I was looking for either, and it's not something that they advertise, but it's definitely something that happens. So
I was using light therapy in 2018, and even though I had low dose HRT, I was able to drop my autoantibodies by 62%, and this meant a drop in symptoms.
menopause is your experiment. You are doing different treatments to figure out what's going to work for you. You are highly sensitive to light right now. You are highly sensitive. Your body is weak in a way that you've never expected. So you could have had good premenopausal health, and because of all the hormone changes, your brain is in a new place on the map, your body is in a new place on the map.
Clients come to coaching to put together recovery.
So in coaching, we work on your personal plan, personal action plan based on what you are ready to try, what you're informed about. It's all depending upon you. You are the expert on your life.
Always remember to go by how you feel. You should feel a health bump with each change that you make. You might be a low dose gal and you might be a high dose gal. We just don't know. And unfortunately, our doctors aren't really trained, so coaching can be helpful.
Just so you know, it's improving mental health and cognitive health. That means I'm smarter. That means I'm smarter. That means my research is actually working. I am a researcher coach. I'm constantly looking into things. So if you need information on your menopausal health, or you need motivation to get moving on diet, exercise, light therapy, any sort of movement of change in your life, come see me for coaching, jumpstartaip@gmail.com. I'm happy to help.
I hope this was helpful. Please share this video and let's help our sisters.